If you've ever created a multi-select question and sent it out, and then you've gotten back data like this, rows and rows of comma or semicolon separated lists, you realize how hard they are to analyze. For example, how do I know how many people signed up for yoga or who selected it? A table like this of all the people that selected yoga and maybe even a count of each type would be really helpful. Well, with a few clicks in Excel Power Query, we can untangle this multi-select data. Let's see how. First, I'm going to close the CSV of my messy data and then open a blank Excel sheet. From here, I'm going to bring in the data. I'm going to do that by clicking on the Data tab and then from Text CSV, navigate to the file I want to bring in, click Import, and then I'll see a preview of my data. From here, I do want to clean it up, so I'm going to click on Transform Data to bring it into Power Query. First up, I see my columns say column 1, column 2, when I actually want them to be this first row here, name and activity interests. So up at the top in the Home tab, I'm going to use first row as headers. That will automatically fix that. Now I want to split the activity interest column, so each selection and person combination is its own row. I'm going to select the activity interest column, and then at the top, I'm going to click into the Transform tab, and toward the middle, choose Split Column by Delimiter. For the Select Delimiter, I want to make sure semicolon is selected, and then the trick is under Advanced Options, I want to select Rows. And then when I click OK, I'll see one row with each person activity combination. I can see some extra white spaces. For example, before yoga here, I need to clean up. So I'm going to again select the activity interest column, and under the Transform tab, I'm going to choose Format and Trim, and that will clean those up. Now, all I need to do is click the drop down at the top of the activity interest column and sort ascending or sort descending to see a list of people for each activity. Now, to also create a list with counts for each activity, we need to duplicate this data. On the left side under Queries, we just see our one data set. Let's duplicate it. We're going to right-click on it, and we're going to choose Duplicate. And then we're going to right-click on this new one and choose Rename, and we're going to name this Counts. In our new Counts query, we see exactly what we had in our other original query. In fact, on the right-hand side under Applied Steps, we see each cleaning or transformation we made. Here's a tip. In Power Query, there's no undo. Instead, if you want to undo something, in the right side, Applied Steps, hold your mouse over a step and click on the X to remove it. So we can click to undo our sorted rows step, for example. Now, to get a count of each activity, we'll use Group By. We want to group by activity, so we'll select the Activity Interests column, and then in the Transform tab, we'll choose Group By. The defaults here should be perfect. We want to group by activity interests, and we want to add a new column to count how many rows. So in other words, to count how many times each activity is listed. And we'll click OK. And now we can see we have an additional table that lists each activity and how many times it was counted. We could sort this if we wanted to, just like we did before. Finally, we'll save the data back to Excel. Click the Home tab and select Close and Load. Back in Excel, we'll see one sheet, each with its own table for each query we created. And we can continue working with our data here. Here's another tip. To reopen this data in Power Query, we'll simply click the Data tab, and we'll click the Get Data dropdown and select Launch Power Query Editor. And it reopens in Power Query. Even better, let's say we update our original data. Maybe we add a new activity and save it. We don't even have to open Power Query to get this new data in our tables. All we have to do is go to the Data tab and click Refresh All, and our new data will populate in both of the tables that I created. It is that awesome. Give Power Query a try.